Hey, Pepper, what's going on, girl?
Hey, I'm good. How are you both?
Good. You look so grown with this haircut. I like it.
Yeah, thank you. We're having lunch break at a basketball clinic. Yeah. So I actually have a question for you, JJ. Just everything, your story, everything that you've gone through, from being six women to now, the AP having you as WNBA MVP. Just talk about your journey and it means to you to be here.
That's a great question. Honestly, it's just a lot of work. I don't really focus on the next accolade. I just try to do the work and just let everything else just show from that. And as great as I am, none of this happens without my teammates. So I appreciate them believing in me, trusting in me, getting me involved in tough situations, and allowing me to just be a great player. So it's a combination of everybody in this organization who have believed in me from day one when they basically drafted me, and who's believed in me since I've been here.
All right, thank you. Congratulations.
No problem. Are you done with me?
Yeah, I think somebody else joined, but.
Oh, okay.
Lois, do you have any questions for JJ or Letitia? Kurt hasn't gone yet.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Pepper. What about T? I think.
Hey, Pepper, we're back. Do you have any questions for Coach Kurt?
I absolutely do. Hi, Coach. So just wondering, just came out. There are 4 Connecticut, some players on the 2 all defensive teams. Just, at the start of the season, you're talking about defense being a key for this team. Just talk about what it means to see that and hear that.
First of all, hi, Pepper. Good to see you, as always. Yeah, great question. Really, really excited for the defensive honorees today. We've had an historic type of defensive season and didn't know if our group was going to split votes and not see, people deserving of honors receiving them. So when the news came out that JJ and Bree January, our first team, and then Brianna Jones and Jazz, can't be happier that we believe, they were recognized for an incredible season, both individually, but more importantly, collectively. JJ, one of the premier defensive rebounders in the world, gives us rim protection. The versatility of this year, also having to guard away from the basket, really showed her growth that she guarded a lot of 4s throughout the year and was away from the basket. And then Bree January, just, we turn her loose on these incredible off guards in our league, and her tenacity just really, really is such a key to our defensive approach. Brianna Jones, second team, first time honoree for us, is so smart X's and O's wise, really anchors everything we do behind the ball, is a key for what we do, and didn't know if people would recognize that. So leads us in steals from the center position, just a tremendous year. And then it all starts with this, the snake. The head of the snake is Jazz and her ball pressure on these point guards. So again, Pepper, really, really pleased that we had 4 people honored on the all defensive teams today.
All right, thank you so much. Good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you, Pepper.
Jackie, you can go ahead.
Hey, Kurt, good to see you. Thanks for being here. So I have some questions just about the overall playoff structure, and then a little bit about the Thursday night game with Phoenix and New York. So first question is, what were your reactions to the Mercury Liberty game?
I thought it was a great game. It kept me up, and yeah, and I was didn't get much sleep that night because of those games. But I thought it was great for the league that we had a compelling, first round games. They were really competitive, so I thought it was fantastic, for our league overall.
I appreciate that. And second, as a coach with experience being knocked out in single elimination in the past, I think it was for you guys maybe 2 years in a row with the Mercury, I think in 2017, 2018. I'm curious from your perspective, how you think New York can build on what happened to them on Thursday night. And if you could share what you remember, what you did when you had to build on those losses in 2017 and 2018.
Yeah, I don't think it's New York specifically. I think it's sports in general and coaching. You learn so much by your disappointments. You learn so much by your failures. They oftentimes are a catalyst to be even more determined, to work harder, and you see it all the time. You see it in collegiate basketball. Virginia men's basketball has a disappointing early exit from the NCAA tournament, and then you hear Coach Bennett talk about if it wasn't for that early exit, they probably don't win the national championship because it creates resolve in teams when you go through disappointment and finishes and failures per se. I hate to use that word, they're not failures, but those. So I think anyone, there's 11 of us in the league that at the end of the year will use how the season ended to try to, build momentum, build focus, build a resolve in the teams going into next year. 11 of us will be going through that same feeling and same, attacking to building towards next year.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And last one from me, the Sun, going back to the history, you all are a team that has reaped the benefits and the disadvantages of the playoff structure. Last year you were in single elimination. In 2017, 2018, you were in single elimination. And so now, like 2019, you're in the semifinals. So I'm curious as to what you think would be the most advantageous to the growth of the league to maybe try to help develop those rivalries and the fan engagement a little bit more. I'm sorry I'm going back to the rivalries, but I think single elimination is sort of connected with that.
Yeah, Jackie, I think this is a very simple answer. There's not one head coach, there's not one general manager in the league that doesn't believe in pro sports should be anything but series.
Okay, yep.
There's not one person in this league, head coach, GM wise, that doesn't believe we need to move to all series. What does that format look like? Ultimately, if we stay at best of 5, then it should be 3 rounds, best of 5, no buys. That would be ultimately where we all get to. Is there an interim step? Is it 3-5-5? Is the first round become a best of 3? There's a lot of discussion about what does that look like. Then it brings back into play, is it 2-1? Is it 1-2? Is the format in a best of 3, 1-1-1? Ultimately, there's other factors that go into when a series is best of 3. But that I think is very feasible to believe that we will move somewhere in the future to all series. And that's what each and every coach and general manager wants in this league. As a pro league, we would love to have all series.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Christina, do you have any questions for Kurt? He's the last one to go today.
I don't. Sorry, I came on late.
That's okay. Kurt, you're all set.
Thank you.